Alright, welcome back to another edition of Low IQ Fishing. Got my wife out here today. We decided to run up the Kings River today. Yesterday I was up the James and the fishing was still pretty tough. Water temperatures were good, watercolor was good, but it just kind of seems off, so we decided to come up here into the Kings. The water temperature is currently 56 degrees. In the James it was 61. I'm sure I will find 60-degree water. We stopped a little short of going very far up the Kings. So we're just gonna kind of trash fish around a little bit, junk fishing, and see if we can't get bit on a wigglewort. A couple of years ago in this spot I just stopped the boat. I did really good, so I mean, like, that was a couple of years ago, I don't know. But we're going to give it a try. As always, if you like this kind of content, consider subscribing and smashing that like button. Really helps the algorithm, helps grow the channel. And you can follow us on TikTok. Isaac usually updates videos on that a couple of times a week, or on our Facebook page, Low IQ Fishing. And I'll put like little shorts and just different stuff, usually just the YouTube stuff that if you were subscribed you'd already get. Also subscribing, you can set the notifications so when we put something out, you know, and that way if it's not just in your list of the things that you typically follow, you'll get a notification, and you can click on that and I can get my view and maybe another subscription if you would share it with other people. That's always really nice. But at any rate, all right, well, we're going to get to it and follow along. Hopefully I can find something today. No. I just learned something though.
First fish of the day.
Yeah. Holy crap. Here we go. Just learned something. A fish that big would eat something that big.
Something.
He's hungry. Figure something out. I threw that fish 3 times. That's a keeper. Boy, that's a good looking one. Huh? Nice fish. All right. Remember how 100 yards, 200 yards ago I went to look at the graph, probably didn't pay attention to me saying that, but the river channel, and it hit right here. That's why I fished this whole thing down to see what would happen if I got where the river channel touched the bank, and it starts touching it right there on that pocket. So I kept one and lost it, missed another one, seen him eat it, and caught another one right there. Right where the river channel touches. 3 bites in the exact same spot, just like you're supposed to do when it comes to Kentucky. Exactly what it's supposed to be like. Never supposed to just be one. So glad I didn't just keep going on. I kept casting the exact same spot, just like that. It's 4 bites, the same spot. Good one. All right. Another one. Man, they got good color. Look how full they are. They're feeding. All right. They're feeling a lot better. That was a heck of a grind. 3 hours. So finally starting to put something together. It took all those hours. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rods on the deck. Finally figured something out. They're eating it good too. They're not playing around. It's an immediate smack. Even a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while. I finally found a little something. That'd have been 4 in about a 5-foot spot. Throwing in the exact same spot every time. That was one bad habit that took me years to break. When you're going down a bank, you catch a fish and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna keep going down the bank catching fish. You may not. There may not be any the whole rest of this stretch. There might only be a school right here of them. You know, but I'd be like, oh, I'm finally on them, and then fish the whole rest of the thing, not catch any fish.
Yeah.
Sure wish I wouldn't have missed them first two. See, me and you did this in 1 week from now at Buttermilk on a bluff in the pockets, on a channel swing bluff in the bluff pockets. And so we did that down there. The channel was touching the dang thing down there, but I could not get a bite. And the cover was so heavy, I was afraid of throwing the grub. There would have been no way. So I kept throwing that shaky head. There was probably some on that, but they wouldn't eat that shaky head. They wanted this grub. But I was just so afraid of getting hung constantly. I mean, if you can't fish, you can't fish. You can't get bit.
Yeah.
Well, then we went over there and I seen them guys catch that one. I thought, okay, that means something, you know. And then I caught that little ding. When I said, I think I might be onto something. The wind's blowing into this side. Funny, they don't want me reeling it. They don't want me pumping it. They don't want me giving it any action at all. It's just straight up dragging it across the bottom, every one of those bites.
Conservation Department going to check us for licenses.
You guys good?
Yep.
I didn't know if you were taking a break or if you broke down.
No, I'm taking a break.
I didn't see any fishing, so you guys were both sitting down. So I thought, well, either you broke down or
Appreciate you stopping.
yeah.
Want to check our licenses or anything?
No, I'm not too worried about yours.
Okay.
I'm headed upriver for a little ways. I just wanted to make sure you weren't broke down.
Man, I really appreciate that. Thanks.
Well, that's a brand new motor, so you might have to be towing me back too. You got to share the wealth.
Thanks.
You guys be careful.
Thank you. Guess how much Culver's cost me?
$22.
They got a double cheeseburger, a regular fry, and a regular cheeseburger. 14 some change.
Every time we go there, it's gonna be 30 plus bucks. That's if we both drink water.
I was seeing the same thing at the store this morning at Come and Go. Like everything was $4.
Yep.
Bag of cheese is $4. Bag of Chex Mix $4. Bag of trail mix $3. Sandwich $6. Like literally everything. So much more expensive than it used to be. Which I get, like prices go up, but like I just feel like
Yeah, Prices don't generally double in 1 year
Yeah.
and then never go back down.
Yeah, since COVID, we've basically just been on pricing.
Doubled.
Yeah.
Everything. Minimum 50% more. Well, you know, shipping, and it's just like, okay, COVID's over, assholes. COVID's over. I don't know if you've noticed.
Supply chain crisis has ended.
Huh? Yeah. We didn't all die, and somehow we're all still just functioning as normal, except for in prices.
That's just greed. Corporate greed.
Exactly right.
Because at this point, I think if there was a major company like, I don't know, like Lay's potato chips or whatever, if they just dropped everything by $1, they would still probably, they'd sell more units and probably make as much money, but like,
Or be the company that puts more chips in their bag
yeah,
and then advertises you get 35% more chips if you eat our product.
yep,
And then make fun of the other guys. You know, nothing like buying a bag that's a quarter full
yep,
or something. But no.
and spending $6
They're like, F
on it.
you. It doesn't matter because you really like Lay's and you're gonna buy them.
Yep.
And that's what it is.
Amen.
Freaking spinnerbait, dude. What the heck? I think you like that trailer I put on there. Kentucky. Another one. Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
That's 3 for the day. Maybe
5.
4.
5.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's 5.
You just gotta let it drop out its own. There's nothing more horrible feeling. Well, maybe there is, but a really horrible feeling is, that's a good one. Net. At least I'm hung around something. No, it's a smallmouth. It's a really nice one. Heck yeah, dude. Look at that, dude. Oh, yeah. Heck yeah. That's a friggin' nice one. How's that look in that camera?
I'll get closer.
That'll work.
Yeah, that's good.
Man, it's a good looking fish. Take a picture. Alright. Okay. Thank you. That's a nice fish right there. Check it real quick. Wow, that's spinning. Looks like about 17 3/4. It's the best smallmouth I've caught in a while. All right.
Nice fish.
Yeah, it's a good one. Thanks, bud. Heck yeah. I was just telling Cheyenne about this. It's a War Eagle spinnerbait and mouse with a split tail zoom trailer. Just caught 2 in a very short period of time, so we'll see what happens next. Dude, just slow rolling this sucker. That was a good one.
It was.
Channel swing. All right, another decent day on Table Rock. Still really couldn't put a pattern together. Just junk fished around and managed a few. Still just really tough fishing. Water was cooler than it was yesterday up in the James River Arm. I was fishing out of Baxter and ran all the way past Shell Knob and just couldn't get any hotter, any warmer than 58. We had a little bit of water that mid-afternoon got to 60, but the fish just straight up are not doing what I'm kind of been expecting them to do. So another week or two, it'll probably turn around and still start moving up and be able to get at them a little bit easier here and there. But as always, I hope you like the video, and consider subscribing and liking the content. And we'll probably get out next weekend, make another couple of trips. I'm trying to do 2 trips a weekend, even if the fishing's kind of tough. But anyways, like I said, I hope you enjoy the video, and until next time, have a great weekend, and I'll see you later.